I was raised by my grandmother. My mom, she passed away when I was a toddler. She overdosed on cocaine and heroin. My grandmother, she raised me and 5 of my siblings. She was honorably discharged from the Navy and just took on me, my brothers and sisters by herself, and she did a pretty good job. She raised us in the church. It was good. And then I got put into foster care a few times. The first time was because she had an asthma attack. And, we were young and, they really had no other options because she was in the hospital and there was no one else to take care of us. But I don't know, I was just a teenager and I was looking for love in the wrong places, and I fell in love with my daughter's father, and I was with him for about 3 years before I got pregnant, so I was with him all throughout high school. For the first 5 years of her life, I was working. I had a job. I did everything that I needed to do. Then I moved to Las Vegas because it got too expensive in California. My grandmother had passed a couple of years back. With her passing in 2014, it was 4th of July 2014. That kind of shook everything up. Like, it wasn't the same, just not having that support there was really hard. So I ended up moving to Las Vegas. So I called a friend of mine. I've known him since high school. I've known him for a while. So he said I could come stay with him. So I did that. I went with him, me and my daughter, and not long after that, he said that nothing is for free, that you can't live here for free, you're going to have to do something. And so my options were to either be out on the street or to do what he asked of me, which was go and sell myself. So I ended up doing that. We would spend about a week to see how, I guess, the money was rolling in, and if he was okay with it, then we would stay for a longer amount of time, and if he wasn't okay with it, then we would leave and find something new. But yeah. And then we finally ended up coming to Arizona, and then it was okay at first. We went back to San Diego and came back to Arizona again. And then the second time we arrived in Arizona, I was rescued. I was out there on 27th, and a few detectives were, questioning me, asking me my name. I didn't share that, of course, and everything that was my phone number, who I was with and all that stuff. So I couldn't really say that at the time, but I ended up giving the detective my actual cell phone number, not the cell phone number that I used for, other things. And she ended up tracking me and where I was at. So we were going to leave to Flagstaff, and so I called her when I was going to go turn the key in at the room, and she said, "Thank you for calling me," pretty much, because she didn't expect me to call. And I said, "Yeah." I was like, "Where are you?" And she said, "I'm across the street." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing across the street?" She's like, "Well, you gave me your phone number for a reason." And after that, it just went up from there. I was a little hesitant because I didn't know who she was, and I'm not from Arizona, and that was just, I didn't know anyone, so it was just like, okay, he's the only person that I know, and then I have these people who are saying they're going to help me when I've had that before. I've had people say that they're going to help me, but they never do, so it was kind of a trust thing, and I was a little hesitant, but I ended up just going with it. I knew that that's not where I wanted to be in life. I knew that that's not where my heart was at, so I would just pray every single day, God, I know you hear me, you know my heart, you know my mind, you know who I am, and this is not who I am. And I said, if you can just make a way, any way, I will leave. And he did. I'd be lying if I said it was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen in my life. Well, it was kind of, in a way. My room was amazing. Constance was so energetic. It was awesome. Yes, it was so awesome. But, there was, it was a little like overwhelming, I would say. But as far as like my room and the support that I received here was amazing. Like, I ended up, finding a safe place for my daughter. And that was perfect for me so that I could finish out the program and do everything that I needed to do. Just got finished with my GED today, so I will be graduating with my cap and gown tomorrow. Also, I got a job, so that's cool. And I signed up for college today. Yes, so I will be starting in the medical field. I will be a medical specialist. I'm going for my associate's degree, so that's amazing. I'm really excited about that. I'm really passionate about the medical field, so I'm just, I don't know, just like so happy. I'm so happy, but for a lot of these girls, you never really realize that people care, people will put in the work because they want to see a change, they want to see a difference. And with these rooms and everything that they put into it, like, it motivates you because you're like, I get to go, back to my room, I get to take a nice shower, lay in a comfortable bed. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy, but it's amazing. And I would just say thank you, honestly.